So we'll continue with chapter 4, minerals and power resources. Minerals and power resources, that is from geography. So we are now discussing about minerals, and in minerals we are discussing that in which continent we find what mineral. So in that we have discussed in South America. Now we have Africa. In Africa, what are the minerals we found? So Africa is the largest producer. You need to keep in mind, largest producer of diamonds, gold and platinum. Diamonds, gold and platinum. Okay, diamond, gold and platinum, these are in this the largest producer is Africa. Understood? Now next is, if you see, now in world's large portion of the gold production of large portion of world's gold is in Africa, Zimbabwe and Zaire. Now you would be thinking South Africa is the continent, why ma'am has written Africa here? So you would be knowing that South Africa is a country also inside the South Africa. If you will find it, you will understand. Okay, just sit with the map one day and understand all the places. Okay, that is very, very important. Now Africa, Zimbabwe and Zaire. Here the world's large portion of gold production is being done here. Okay. Large portion of world's gold production is being done in the Africa, Zimbabwe and Zaire. Understood? As you know, it is largest producer of diamond, gold and platinum. Next is, what are the other things you can find here? You can find copper, iron ore, chromium, uranium, cobalt and bauxite. These things also you can find in Africa. Now also you see oil is found in Nigeria, Libya and then you have Angola. So these are the things which are found in the South Africa. So it is largest producer of diamond, gold and platinum, then Africa, Zimbabwe and Zaire. These are the three places where production of gold of world's largest portion is being done here. Now copper, iron ore, chromium, uranium, cobalt and bauxite is being found here. These are the minerals you can find here. Now oil you can find in Nigeria, Libya and Angola. Oil is also a resource, no, natural resource. So that can be found here. Now we'll move to another continent. Okay. So in that we have Australia. Erasing is okay. Now you have Australia. Okay, so Australia is the largest producer of bauxite. Okay, it is largest producer of bauxite. Okay, and bauxite in the world. Okay, in the world, largest producer of bauxite is Australia. Next thing is It is also leading producer of gold. Then you have diamond. Then you have iron ore. Then you have tin. Then you have nickel. Then you have copper. Then you have lead. Okay, and you have zinc and manganese. So here what you see, in Australia you will find many mineral resources. Okay, Australia is basically full of natural resources if you see, because it is the largest producer of bauxite as well as leading producer of gold, diamond, iron ore, tin, nickel, copper, lead, zinc and manganese. Now you have to keep in mind one thing, here it is leading producer of gold and diamond, right? But who is the largest producer of gold and diamond? Gold. Okay, so largest producer we just read will be will be Africa. Diamond, gold and platinum, the largest producer will be Africa. Leading producer is Australia, but largest producer is Africa. So don't get confused here if question comes. Okay. Now next is, you have Kalgoorlie and Coolgardie areas of Western Australia that have largest deposit of gold. Okay, in the Western Australia, you have to understand if this is Australia, so which is the western part? Here you have the western part. Okay, like this you have north, south, east and west. So this is the western part. Okay, at that much you have to understand. So in the western part you have Kalgoorlie and Coolgardie. These areas are having the deposit of gold, largest deposit of gold. Understood? Now next is Antarctica. Next continent you have Antarctica. As you people would be knowing that Antarctica is inhabited. Inhabited means people do not live on Antarctica, right? It is very cold, so people do not live there. It is having very extreme harsh climate. Only for research purpose people are living there. Understood? So it is not been found yet. Understood? We have potential resources there. You would be knowing actual resource and potential resource. Actual resource is whatever you know. You exactly know in Australia, in Coolgardie, you have gold deposit. You know, right? But potential resource is, yes, resource may be there. You are not aware of that now, but it can be extracted. We can get more knowledge once there is advancement of technology. Understood? So that is actual resource and potential resource. It is not here in your book now, but I am explaining you. Okay, you have to read that also. Now so in Antarctica, if you see, you are having potential resource. You don't have actual resource there. You don't know till now what resources you are exactly having there. Understood? So research is being going on there. So rocks containing copper, this is possibility of large deposit of minerals. there is possibility that there is large deposit of mineral in the Antarctica. Okay, coal can be found where? In Transantarctic mountain, and you can find iron ore near Carl's Mountain. Carl's Mountain. It has been forecasted. Okay, always keep in mind this is forecasted. Understood? It is not sure. Understood? We have not exactly found it now. It is not actual resource. It is potential resource. It is forecasted that coal can be there in the Transantarctic mountain, and iron may be there in the Carl's Mountain. And now how much it will be, what is the exact amount, quantity, what, it is not now we are knowing. Okay, but yes, with the advancement of technology we can know about that. Understood? Now next is, what else can be there? So iron ore, gold, silver, then oil. These are also present in the commercial quantities. Okay, so these may also be found there in the commercial quantities. Okay, any question till now, anyone? We have almost completed all the continents. There are some facts which I will tell you, and after that we'll move to the next topic. Okay. No questions. Okay, so next we have some facts which we need to understand. Okay, so the fact is, rocks which contain copper, we have already read, no, that we extract minerals from rocks. Different rocks have different minerals, right? Igneous and metamorphic rocks, they have metallic minerals, and the sedimentary rocks, they have non-metallic minerals. So like that, the rocks which contain copper, they appear blue in color. Okay, that is a fact. Okay, so you can identify if there is copper in the rock, that rock will look blue in color. Okay, so you can understand that yes, this rock is having copper. Okay, next is uh, Switzerland. Switzer, sorry, Switzerland is having, it does not have any known minerals. Okay, as we have always heard about Switzerland, you would have always heard about Switzerland. It is a very developed country. Yes, but still it does not have any known minerals. But it has developed in other ways. Okay. Now, the green diamond. Green diamond is the rarest diamond. That is another fact. Okay, it is very rarely found. Green color diamond is the rarest diamond. It is rarely found. Understood? So obviously, if something is rarely found, it will be very, very expensive. Okay. Next fact is, oldest rocks in the world. That means world's oldest rocks are found in Australia. And what we saw, oldest rocks are found there in the Australia. One more thing we noticed, that many of the minerals are found in the Australia. So for that, you have to understand how these minerals are formed. These minerals are formed in millions of years, right? It takes millions of years to form these minerals and resources, right? So the world's oldest rocks are found in the Australia, and it leads in the it is the leading producer of many of the minerals. Okay. Now, how much old it is? So it is 4,300 million years old. Okay, 4,300 million years old. That much old mountains are found in Australia, and that can be the possible reason that the Australia has abundant of minerals. Okay, one more thing. If you see, when was Earth formed? So Earth was formed 4,600 million years ago. Understood? 4,600 million years ago, Earth was formed, and 4,300 million years ago, millions year old mountains are found in the Australia. So the mountain, if you see, are there from the starting of the formation of Earth, almost starting of the formation of Earth. That means Earth formed, and after 300 years, the mountains were developed there, formed there. Okay, and that may be the reason Australia is having abundant minerals. Any question till now, anyone? Facts we have completed. We'll move to another topic. Any question, if anyone is having, they may ask. Any question? No questions. Okay. So we'll move ahead. Huh? So next we have distribution of minerals in India. For this, I will suggest you take a take an Indian map which should have states. Okay, take an Indian map which should have states quickly. You don't have much time, and sit with that and take some 3-4 color pencils. Okay, or pens, whatever you have, 3-4 different colors. And as I will tell you, you just mark the places. Fine. This is the thing which we are going to do. You just mark the places, whatever places I tell you. Fine. This is what you need to do. Do it fast, huh? We don't have much time. Distribution of minerals in India. Now, how this distribution of minerals in India? Till now, we have discussed about the continents. How the how the minerals are divided into continents. What are minerals? Now we will discuss in the term of India. So first we will discuss iron. In which places we find iron? So mark iron with blue pen, okay, or blue color. Okay, mark iron with blue color. Oh, okay, fine. Leave blue color. Make it white, black. Okay, we'll keep blue for copper. Keep iron. Mark iron with black color. Fine. So high grade iron ores are found, or is found in now I am writing the places. Please mark. Jharkhand. Put a star in the Jharkhand. Put one star in Jharkhand. I'm giving you the name of states. Fine. Put one black star in Jharkhand quickly. Next is Odisha. Put a black star in Odisha. Then you have Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh. Then you have MP, Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Then you have Goa. Then you have Maharashtra, etc. But these are the main states where you will find iron ores. Next, you have bauxite. Okay. Next, you have bauxite. Take some another color for bauxite. Keep bauxite with red color. Fine. So it is produced in Jharkhand. Jharkhand. Then you have Odisha. Then you have Chhattisgarh. Then you have Madhya Pradesh. Then you have Gujarat. Then Maharashtra. Then you have Tamil Nadu. Fine. These are the places. Next, take mica. Okay. Mica. Now, mica mainly you can see in Jharkhand, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So these are the places where you can find mica. Then you have, sorry, then you have copper. Keep copper with blue. Keep mica with green color. Okay. Keep copper with blue color. So copper is mainly found in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, then Jharkhand, then you have Karnataka, then you have Andhra Pradesh. So these are the places where you will find copper. Okay. So I hope you have marked all these places. Okay. Because we'll move ahead to another minerals. Marked or not? Sorry. Reply quickly. You people reply quickly. We don't have much time to waste. Okay. Not marking. Only you need to put a star. Okay, marked. Fine. Next. Now you can again use the same 4 colors. Okay. And you can just change the symbol. Like you can put square like this. You can put a square. Fine. Now we have manganese. For manganese, we'll understand or in which states we'll find manganese. So we have Maharashtra, then you have Madhya Pradesh, then you have Chhattisgarh, then you have Odisha, then you have Karnataka, and then you have Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so keep manganese with black color, black square. Okay, then you have limestone. And if you remember, limestone is being extracted by the process of quarrying. It is found on the surface and it is being extracted by the process of quarrying, not mining or other processes. Okay. So where do we find limestone? So you find it in Bihar, then Jharkhand, Odisha, then you have Madhya Pradesh, then you have Chhattisgarh, then you have Rajasthan, then you have Gujarat, and you have Tamil Nadu. So these are the places you are going to find limestone. Then you have gold. See, gold is very less in India, and that is why the price of gold is very high. Gold is less in India. So where is being found? It is found in Kolar mines. Kolar mines. Where is this Kolar mines? It is in Karnataka. Okay. So gold is only found in Kolar mines, which is in Karnataka. And this Kolar mine, if you see, is the deepest mine of the world. Deepest mines of the world. It is one of the deepest mines of the world. Understood? So suppose what is there? What is the process to extract gold? It is extraction, right? Mining. Sorry, you have to deeply dig, right? You have to dig deeply. That is the process of extraction. You have to make tunnel and then you have to extract. Right? We have understood that process. Now, in this, if you see, when you go very deep, you need more money to advanced technologies to dig it deeply, right? So the more deep you will go, the more money you will need. Okay, that is the logic. The more deep you will go, the more money you will need. Fine. So in that case, what is there? Like Kolar mine is the deepest mine, one of the deepest mine of the world. Now, to extract gold from the Kolar mine, it is very expensive work to do. Understood? And that is why the price of gold is very high in India, if you see. Okay. Understood? And it makes the mining expensive. Okay. So this is the thing. And next you have salt. It is obtained from sea, lakes, and rocks. Okay. And India is one of the leading producer of salt, which is in Rajasthan. Okay, which is in Rajasthan. So you can keep limestone with the blue color and gold with the red color. Salt only you need to mark it in Rajasthan. Keep any of the color like green or something. Okay. So like this, if you see, these are the places where we find the minerals. Now your marking thing is done. Now if you will go to your map, when you will see your map, you will find some of the states are having very much resources, almost all the resources. Like you take Jharkhand is rich in resources, minerals, right? Jharkhand is rich in minerals. Many minerals are found in the, almost all the minerals are found in the Jharkhand, right? So you can see, and then you have Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Chhattisgarh. So these places are having many of the resources. Understood? And if you have minerals, sorry. So if you have minerals, obviously it will, your economic value will also grow. Yes. So this is the thing. Anyone, any question here? This map which you have made now, this you have to understand and you have to keep some of the things in mind. Like salt is the only one which, only one prominent state you have. So that you have to keep in mind. Okay. If Jharkhand is having many of the minerals, so at least 2 3 minerals you need to remember. What are the 2 3 minerals which you find in Jharkhand? Okay, it may come, right, any two minerals which you find in Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Jharkhand. Okay, so this map you need to understand. Like this, you need to remember. Okay. See, if this class is disconnected because of the time will over in some 5 6 minutes. So if it will be disconnected, I will just start a new meeting and you just quickly join the meeting. Okay, that is what you need to do. So next is uses and conservation of minerals. This is our next topic, uses and conservation of minerals. This is an okay. So there are multiple uses of minerals. What are those multiple uses? So you have jewelry which you make from the minerals like gold, silver, right? Gems. These things are used in jewelries, right? So that is one use you have. Next, you have coins. Coins to pipes. Pipes which is used in your house, that is being made of copper. So coins, the pipes, wires, inside the wires, if you will see, you have copper. Understood? Next is in computer industry, if you go, in computer industry, you have silicon. Okay, silicon is the mineral which is used in computer industry. Then you have automobile industry. Then you have airplanes. Then you have bottling industries, these industries. Then you have buildings and kitchens, buildings and kitchen cookwares, kitchen cookwares. Here in these sectors, you will find aluminium is used. Understood? In cookwares, if you see frying pan and all, whatever utensils, many of the utensils are made of aluminium. Automobile, the parts of vehicles, those things, aeroplane, aluminium is used, bottles and all. When it is made, aluminium is used. Now in buildings also, when you are making, aluminium is used in there, that. Understood? Now kitchen cookwares. So in these things, aluminium is used. Now the thing is, these are the uses. So everywhere, when we see, everywhere, we use minerals, right? If you will look around you, you will find many of the things which is being made of minerals and which is being used. Okay, so in that case, if you see, the needs are very high. There are unlimited needs. Everywhere we need minerals. There are unlimited needs, but there is limited resource. There is limited resource. Now, if you see, how are these minerals formed? These minerals are formed in millions of years. Where you will find it? In the earth crust. You must be knowing about the earth crust, the first layer of the earth. So it is found in the earth crust. And now in earth crust, if you see the whole portion of crust, only 1% is mineral. Only 1% of earth crust is mineral. Okay. So we have very limited resource, very limited minerals, right? But when we see the uses, there are a lot of uses. Everywhere we use the minerals, right? At home, at office, in any of the work, we are using minerals, right? So here comes the conservation. So if we will not conserve the minerals, we are not going to renew it quickly. It is not like that. If it will be over today, tomorrow will again renew it. It cannot be done. It will take millions of years to renew the minerals, to form the minerals. So we will not take the advantage of those minerals. We are not going to take that. So it is a very long time. It takes very long time to form, but it can be exhausted if it is overused the way we are using. So for that, what we need to do? We need to conserve it. Okay, we need to conserve the resource, minerals. How we are going to conserve that? You must have read in your junior classes. This is very easy. You need to follow 3 R's. So, oh God, 3 R's.